Hey everyone, so today we're going to be talking about 7 cleaning habits to keep a tidy home. These are super simple and super easy to implement in your house, and they will save you tons of time and energy keeping up with the day-to-day household tasks and even some of the deeper cleaning, bigger project tasks. So I'm super excited about that. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Upcycled Adulting, where I am all about helping you upcycle your real life into your best life through the use of healthy habits, overcoming obstacles, and growing to accomplish your goals. I am so incredibly happy you're here. Now, you may have noticed a totally different look. I am post-workout right now, but I really wanted to get this YouTube video recorded because this is a super popular topic and it is super timely and important for you because this time of year is outrageously busy, outrageously stressful, and outrageously overwhelming. This is the time of year that people often tell me that they feel the most buried and struggle the most to keep up on their everyday tasks. So today I am here to help you do just that. So let's get into these 7 cleaning habits that are going to make managing your home so much easier. Number 1 is touch once. In our home, we have a touch once way of living. And what that means is that when you have an object, when you're doing a thing, you put it away right away. But rather than setting it on the counter or setting it on a table, you just actually take the couple extra steps and put it where it belongs. Whether that means that you put your dish in the dishwasher right after you've eaten, or that means that when you bring the mail in, you sort it and put it where it belongs. Whatever that looks like in your home, not having piles of things that later need to be addressed or later need to be gone through makes it so much easier to keep up with all those little organizational tasks. Now, if you need help with this, I want you to know, especially related to the papers, I promise, I swear that is the biggest and craziest thing in my house. Check out my mailbox video. I have this video where I talk about the mailbox system I use for my kids' school papers, and it is absolutely amazing. And we use something really similar for things like our mail. It's okay. One of the files for our mail is file, and that just means that at some point I'm going to go and grab the things out of that file and I'm going to put it where it belongs, like put it into the file it belongs in. But this way I have my bills all sorted, I get rid of my junk mail, and I don't have piles of random things. When I go to pay my bills, I can get that done quickly and easily because I know where everything is. A touch one system makes it so much easier to take care of everything in your home, but it also allows you to have other people in your house taking care of their own stuff. That way you're not picking up the random things everybody else has left all over the place. Number 2, I call location, location, location. Listen, it's all about the location and the ease and convenience of getting to the supplies you need to take care of what you need to take care of. If you keep cleaning supplies in the rooms where you need them, it's easier to tidy up while you're in that room. So if you have bathroom cleaning supplies in every single bathroom and you're in the bathroom and you notice that something needs a wipe down, you can do it while you're there. If you keep your kitchen cleaning supplies in your kitchen, it's much easier and quicker to get it done. The number of times before I implemented the system that I would leave the room to go and grab a cleaning supply and then get distracted by someone or something else in my house and never get back to that thing is outrageous. And when you do that, when you don't take care of it right away because you don't have the supplies on hand, it typically ends up being a much harder project to clean up whatever it was to begin with. Number 3, and this really goes with number 2, is do it while you're there. And what I mean by that is while you're in the room, just take care of what needs to get done. And that could mean that you are already in the bathroom, so you wipe down the counter while you're there. Or it may mean that you spray your tile or scrub your tile with one of those dish scrub brushes or squeegee your shower doors while you're in the shower. In addition, I like to pair things that go together. So while I'm in the kitchen cleaning or making dinner, I will clean up. While I'm in the kitchen making dinner, I may wipe down my refrigerator, for example. In addition to that, if you are giving the kids a bath, this is a great time to wipe down the counters and clean out the sink or clean the toilet because you're already in the room. Your kids are playing in the bathtub. You give them a little playtime and you get a little bit of stuff done. So, doing it while you're there makes it a lot easier rather than having a big day filled with running all over your house to clean various places in your home. Number 4 is daily dishes. In my house, we run our dishwasher every single day and we empty it every single morning. This makes it super easy for everyone in my house to know when the dishes in the dishwasher are clean and when they're dirty. That allows everyone to put their own dish in there because you know that if you're having breakfast in the morning, the dishwasher's already been emptied. So you just throw your cereal bowl right there in the dishwasher instead of leaving it in the sink. And throughout the day, we all do this. Since we know that the dishwasher hasn't been run in the middle of the day, you're not going to open the dishwasher at 2 in the afternoon and find clean dishes. We're able to keep up with the touch want of putting the dishes straight into the dishwasher. In addition, I never have to think about, are the dishes clean? Are the dishes dirty? Does the dishwasher need to be unloaded? What needs to happen here? I just start it every night and empty it every single morning. And I have to tell you, it's so simple, but it is a game changer. And for those of you who are worried about your water usage, just so that you know, your dishwasher uses more. Just so you know, your dishwasher uses less water than you would use washing those dishes by hand. So go ahead and toss them in, run it every day, and just be done with it. For those of you who are struggling a little bit, maybe you don't have enough spoons today, maybe you feel like that's a lot to do, I want to just remind you that you can empty only the bottom rack of your dishwasher and reload the bottom rack, and you can actually use the dishes on the top rack. It's okay to have a bottom dirty rack and a top clean rack if that's what works better for you in your home. And this is especially true if you don't have a lot of people living in your house and maybe you're not filling your dishwasher as much as you usually do. In addition, it's fine to run your dishwasher every other day. It's fine to run your dishwasher only on Fridays, whatever it is that works for you. But having a consistent dishwashing routine matters. Now, when we didn't have a dishwasher, we washed all the dishes from each meal or each snack after the meal. And that was really helpful for us to keep up with our dishes. Dishes piling up is one of the most challenging things to deal with, in part because when they don't get rinsed really well, they tend to get sticky, food dries onto them, they can attract pests, and that is much more challenging than just taking care of them as you go. Number 6 is laundry lightening. Now, I'm going to share a few tips here about how to lighten your load when it comes to laundry. No pun intended. I just realized that. How to lighten your load when it comes to laundry, though. And we're going to play right into number 6 when I am wrapping this one up. So, things that you can do to lighten your laundry are pre-sort your laundry. So either you want to have a laundry hamper in every room because you only do laundry for each room on different various days, or you want to have laundry hampers where you can sort lights, darks, and towels. Now, here is a pro tip regarding dyeing clothes or dye off on clothes. Running your initial load of new clothes or dark clothes, or always running your clothes that are darks with vinegar instead of bleach, white vinegar, helps to set the dye and prevents cast off onto your other clothes. That way you don't end up with some funky colored socks because they ended up in the dark load by accident. We found in our home that our kids, by the time that they were 3, could actually pretty reliably sort clothes. I mean, that doesn't mean I wasn't making sure that there wasn't some unusual thing somewhere, but they could pretty reliably sort clothes between lights, darks, and towels. That makes it a lot easier because as a hamper fills, you can just go wash it if you'd like. But one of the most helpful things is you don't have to sort through all the dirty clothes in your whole house and make them into piles. They're already pre-sorted, and that makes it a lot quicker for you. In addition to that, I would minimize folding. We get really hung up on folding so that clothes can end up in our drawers. And when our kids put away their own clothes, they end up tossing them in there in whatever haphazard way. The reality is socks are not going to wrinkle. We don't really need to worry about folding pajamas or underclothes. And we also really don't need to worry so much about folding jeans. They're not going to get completely trashed. There's a lot of shirts like t-shirts where the wrinkles will fall out really, really quickly, even if you don't fold them. We spend tons of time folding and sorting clothes. And in reality, most of these clothes could be quickly folded or quickly tossed into a drawer or a basket. I love the idea of the sock baskets where you have a sock basket for each kid and you put their socks in that basket and you just put that in your shoe closet or in your mudroom. And that way your kids always know where their socks are. Anytime that they need to get dressed, they don't have to run back to their room and put on their socks. Their socks are right there. Anytime that you're getting ready to go somewhere, they don't need to run back to their room and get a pair of socks. Their socks are right there with your shoes. This is a really great way to go if your kids love being barefoot. If you are a barefoot family, don't put those socks in their bedrooms. Don't put those socks in their drawers. Don't even worry about folding them. Just put them in a basket right next to their shoes. The other thing that we really want to minimize the folding of is linens. Now, listen, my sister years ago, my youngest sister, sent me this video of a woman folding a fitted or a flat sheet. My youngest sister years ago, sent me a video of a woman folding a fitted sheet. And at the end of the video, it was nice and square and flat and tidy. And it said she's a witch. She must be a witch. And every single time I fold a fitted sheet, that's exactly what I think about, because I am a person who can fold a fitted sheet totally flat, and I'm happy to show you all how. But what I would do instead, because it is time consuming, and why do it if you don't have to, is either strip the beds, run the laundry, put the sheets back on the beds, or lean into cleaning habit number 6, which is creating a bed lasagna. Now, listen, bed lasagnas are really important for young kids and for people who tend to have night sweats. You know, my husband tends to sweat a lot at night. And as women age and we get into perimenopause and menopause ages, it's common to sweat a lot at night. Also, pregnant women may find this to be a problem as well, or if you are in any way dealing with hormone fluctuations. So here's how the bed lasagna works. You put on a waterproof mattress pad. No, they're not all plastic. Then you put on a fitted sheet, then another waterproof mattress pad, then another fitted sheet, then another, until you can no longer put them on. You want to have at least 2 layers at all times. What you can do then is, if anyone is sick in the middle of the night, if you have a baby and they have a blowout, if you are sweating or your partner is sweating and it's waking you up because you're sleeping in wet sheets, you can just get up, pull back your blanket and your flat sheet if you use one, and strip off that top layer and go right back to bed. Now, if you have a kid and there's something gross going on with that because they were sick or something, you can always take it off, throw it in your laundry sink to soak, and then deal with it in the morning. But this gets you back to bed faster. It gets everyone back to bed faster. I promise you, the bed lasagna method, it's worth its weight in gold. You have to try it. Number 7 is just having a tidy time. Now, in our home, when our kids were younger, we wanted to involve everyone in tidy time, and so we often did it right after dinner. But you can also do it in your bedtime routine. And generally, I had to, because I tend to nest and keep a lot of things near me that need to be put away at the end of a day. When you do this with your family, you can make it really fun for the kids by creating challenges. I used to say things like, I'm thinking of an object. Whoever gets that object wins, and they get to be in front seat tomorrow, or they get to pick the first show tomorrow, things like that. So there were little rewards associated with it that were not necessarily financial in any way. They didn't cost me anything. But the kids would get really excited about trying to get the thing that I was thinking of. And because they'd be excited about that, they'd be fully engaged in picking up their toys or whatever other things they had left around the house. Now, this is incredibly helpful for getting that house back to a reset, especially if you struggle to unwind in the evenings and you want to have a cleaner, tidier house to do it, or you like waking up to a tidier house. So get the whole family involved in getting that tidy time. Then what I like to do is go around with a basket, collect things from one room that don't belong there, move on to the next room, put things back, collect things that don't belong there, move on to the next room, so forth and so on. till I'm right back at the first room. Now, if you want to see me do this because you're trying to follow what I'm saying here, make sure that you check out my YouTube video about this. I believe it's called Tidy Time, and you can see exactly how I get this done. And these 7 habits will help you keep a tidy home. Then, when you have time or you feel like it, you can do some spot deep cleaning and things like that. But really, you won't have to do that full day commitment to cleaning your house. And you won't find that you're constantly cleaning or constantly picking up, especially when you work in things like Tidy Time and Touch Once. In addition, you won't feel buried in laundry or dirty dishes. This will just help you keep a baseline of tidiness in your home at all times and help alleviate some of that stress and overwhelm. It is not necessary to implement every single one of these habits all at one time. Pick the one that most speaks to you. Pick the thing that is most overwhelming for you to manage in your home, and then start incorporating one of the 7 habits that most correlates to resolving that problem. Listen, we do not need completely clean homes. And I want to very much end this video by talking about this. Home care and personal care are morally neutral. Casey Davis is completely right about this. They are morally neutral. It does not make you a better person or a better mom or a better wife or a better partner because your home is clean. That doesn't mean that you are better in any sort of way. And it doesn't make you lesser if your home is not. I don't care what your sister, your mother-in-law, your neighbor, or anybody else says or thinks on this subject. Having a home that's comfortable to live in, that is safe for the people who live in it, is the priority. And I don't know about you, but for me, that doesn't include washing walls or wiping down baseboards. There are several household tasks that we tend to do or tend to get really hung up on because we feel like we should, or because we want to present our homes in certain ways, or because we feel bad, like we are letting people down or we are not doing enough if our homes are not a certain specific standard of clean. And I want you to know that none of that is real. None of that is real. I hope you subscribe to my channel because in the coming weeks, I'm going to be talking more about home management. And I'm specifically going to be talking about our own self-judgment, the judgment of others, and all of the mindset things that go on related to what we feel like we're supposed to be doing at home. And I think that you will greatly benefit from this, especially if you are feeling overwhelmed or stressed out by domestic tasks. In addition, we're going to talk about how to share the load well, how to get help where you need it, how to let things go, all those good things. So these are the 7 habits to help you keep a tidy home. Number 1, touch once. Number 2, location. Make sure you have what you need where you need it. Number 3, while you're there, when you're in the room already or when you see it, take care of it right away. Number 4, set up a schedule for running those dishes, running that dishwasher, whether it's every day or once a week, whatever works for you. Make sure that you set that schedule and stick to it, even if you don't necessarily need to. Number 5, lighten your laundry load and do the things that you need to do so that you have less work in managing the laundry. And by the way, feel free to have everyone in your house do their own laundry. At about 13, all of our kids started doing their own laundry. And really, they can start sooner. I know people who've had their kids start doing their own laundry at 10. They need to see you do it. They need your help with it at first. They need some coaching through it at any age. But kids can do their own laundry, and it is good for the kids to do their own laundry so that they know how to do it when they go off to college. All 5 of my kids actually thanked me for showing them how to do their own laundry when they went off to college, and a lot of their peers didn't know how to do laundry for themselves and needed to. So make sure that you get your kids on that. Number 6, use the bed lasagna method. I promise you'll be so glad you did. And number 7, create tidy time for your home with everyone who lives there gets to help with tidy time. And if you or your partner want to do a last tidy time before you go to bed, fabulous. That's what I prefer to do because, again, When I'm awake, I tend to be surrounded by a little bit of clutter, and so I want to get it all put away. So follow these 7 cleaning habits, and you too will have a low maintenance, low stress, tidy home. All right, I will see you next week. Again, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you again. Bye, everyone.